I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you. When your race starts to fall, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before. I'll be there for you.
Good morning, I'm Emma.
And I'm Luke.
And these are your Colonial Morning announcements. The Bible Club will be having prayer meetings every Monday morning before homeroom in the library and after school on Tuesdays in room A202 from 2:03 to 3:15. The ski trips for 2020 are currently scheduled for Thursday, January 30th, Thursday, February 6th, and Thursday, February 20th. The book club will meet on Thursday, February 6th, and we will discuss Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. And probably been hearing about pocket points and how they can improve your school day. We have our own David Friend talking with a few teachers now.
I saw it as an ad over Christmas break, and I looked into it and I thought it was a really good idea to try to get kids to pay attention more in class. It's been going pretty well. There's a lot of students that want to work for the rewards in my class that I've set up. Like they can have a pizza party at the end of the year, they can get extra credit points, and then they can also see the school leaderboard, so they're really into trying to be at the top of the leaderboard, and that encourages them to be off their phones.
So Pocket Points is an app that rewards students and users for staying off of their phone. And there are times in our lives where it's a good idea to be more present physically and not on that phone so much, particularly in class, or if you're at home studying, or if you're driving. And so my inspiration for using Pocket Points was that I noticed a lot of my students would get bored or distracted, and that phone would come out and they would be on their phone, and then they would miss learning information, and then they'd ask me, oh, I missed that, what is that? So the idea was that if I could inspire my students to stay off of their phone a little bit more often, they would see their grades improving. They would see that they do understand the content and that they would be seeing success with that. And then of course, you know, not only are you going to be able to earn little prizes from me like a homework pass, but the students are then also earning points for free food, and everybody loves free food, right? So for me it was the idea that giving students a way to find that they don't need to be on their phone as much, and that they find that they're seeing more success in the classroom, which then encourages them to do better. So far for my students that are participating, I'm seeing about a 75% participation rate, and on average they're staying off their phones anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes out of 48. And those students that I've talked to are saying, hey, I'm getting it, it's making a bit more sense. And so I think we're going to keep
Perry is the one that told me about the idea. And the fact that students are on their cell phones so much and they're not engaged in lessons like they should be. Cell phones were a big distraction in my classroom, and I felt like implementing some sort of reward system to give kids prizes and bonuses for not being on their phone was probably a really good tool to try in the classroom. It's actually working really well. Yesterday I had about 15 kids off of their cell phone for 47 minutes, which is fantastic. I think my average yesterday was 33 minutes. In the majority of my classes, kids were completely off their cell phones. So far, so good. They really want to cash in their points for those Papa John coupons and bonus points.
I had heard about Pocket Points about a year ago from an English teacher that I follow on Instagram, and I looked into it but never actually activated it or decided to use it. But this year things have been a little rough with cell phones in the classroom, and so I was trying to figure out some ways to handle the issue, because I do believe in using technology in the classroom, so I don't want to make it feel like it's unwelcome, but it also needs to be managed when we need to do work that doesn't involve technology. When I heard that there were a few other teachers in the building using it and it sounded like it was going well, I decided to give it a try myself. Well, I've only been using it for 2 days, and so far so good. The students have given me a lot of good feedback. They'd like a little bit more of a choice in the rewards that I give them for meeting the hourly requirements for Pocket Points. So what I did was I created a survey of the rewards that I was willing to give them to see which ones were the most appealing to them. And so that's how I'll decide what rewards to use for them meeting the time requirement.
Attention seniors, the CFFC scholarships are now available online. Visit the website, complete the scholarship applications at